Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. The Seminoles will kick it away to start. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So NC State's return team will have that offense backed up. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. NC State going up-tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Rodgers. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. This crowd full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. They're trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
A first down for the offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag. It's just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to the air one more time. The sure hands. It's Rodgers. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man in the middle. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab on the left. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Wolfpack will have first and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. They're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get laddered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy in front of us.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Lucas. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the PAT makes it 14-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. A first down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, no! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Florida State.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give out of the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. It's on target and complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go, give us 3, big fella. And he missed it. No good. That can be really demoralizing, guys. There's something about getting the deficit under 20. They couldn't. It's still at 22. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Final play of the quarter coming. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll fire to his right. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown Seminole. And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To throw, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff to the lone back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The quarterback by himself in the backfield. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. He's back to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Defense showing plenty of free snap movement of their own. Feeling some heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's not going to get there. Stops short on 4th down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.